What's up, everybody? You know, we always talk about slavery in America. But then somebody will come in with a rebuttal, and they'll say, well, slavery took place all over the world. And it's true. There were three ways you become a slave. You were a prisoner of war, you were in debt, or it was religious persecution. Those are the only three ways you can become a slave. The only three ways. But the Pope had slaves working in the Vatican. And once they realized that they could use black slaves, that's when the Pope abandoned the slaves' well-being, and religious in European countries decided to wage war on black people. And color became a veritable. Slaves had rights at one time. You know, prior to that, slaves had rights. There were certain things you couldn't do to slaves. But once they started kidnapping black people and using black people as slaves, the Pope abandoned a slave's well-being, and color became the new veritable. And slaves had no rights. And prior to that, slavery didn't last a lifetime. But then when they started taking black people as slaves, slavery lasted a lifetime. Slavery lasted a lifetime, and you were born into slavery. It was passed on from parent to child, parent to child, parent to child. And that's the point I always bring up. There were three ways you could become a slave. Religious persecution, you were a prisoner of war, or you were in debt. There were the only three ways. And slaves had rights. There were certain things you couldn't do to slaves. But then when they started taking black slaves, the Pope abandoned the slaves' well-being. Slaves had no right. And they started re-editing it and rewriting the Bible to validate their point. That's the main reason the Bible was re-edited to suit the modern day and time. The Bible is constantly updated and re-edited to suit the modern day and time. And it was re-edited to validate slavery. Because people always say, well, black people sold black people into slavery. But those were tribal wars. But they never knew we was going to come over to America and be hunted, be lynched, and hanged, and raped, and tortured. Slaves had rights. Yeah, but when they started taking black slaves, slaves had no rights. And look how long it lasted in America. I always bring that up because people always talk about the Bible and slavery and stuff like that. And that's the point I was coming to. That's the main reason all over the world black people are despised and hated. We're despised and hated mainly because of the Bible. And black people love the Bible, but they don't realize most of the world hate black people because of what it say in the Bible. About how black slaves and we are cursed and all of that. That's the main reason black people are hated all over the world, because of the Bible. Because of the Bible and because of propaganda. They use the TV, the media, and the Bible to justify their mistreatment of black people, European nations. That's why wherever black people go, they're being hated. It's because of the Bible. And people love it. And they don't realize that the Bible is just a book. There's no law who can write a Bible. Anybody can write a Bible. You could, like I said, I can write my book. You take my book and copy it, I could sue you. You could plagiarize the Bible all day and nothing happen. If you copy some shit out of here without my permission, I could sue you. You could copy anything out the Bible. Because there's no law who could write one. There's no law who could write one. And it's constantly updated and re-edited. And the main reason black people are hated all over the world is because of the Bible. Alright, y'all, take it easy. That's my book. You can get them on Amazon. It's my poem. What's up, everybody? Like always, pushing my book. Corner stores in the middle of the block. Don't beat your children or they'll turn out like me. And Agitation Gets the Dirt Out. That's 3 books of poetry, and my hook book is called Pretty Ugly, a Harlem Situation. You can use Cash App to get a copy. $1 #1 Brad Bathgate. Inbox me if you want to know more about them.